played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Complete.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Still on his feet. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the 2 winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packers offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And again, it's Rodgers.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. That's caught at the 3. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now running right through him. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Good on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
brings up
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there.
He's got daylight. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. 7-7, our score after 1. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Makes the score Seahawks 10. Packers 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They start the drive with Cook. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
23
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from the shotgun. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Back to the ground, Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's taken down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
50-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Lining up for the point after.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
For the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there. A first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 49.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Defensively, we
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop right around the 25. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Met. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
That was so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, what a move. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
2nd and 10.
They run. Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 16.
Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rolling to his right, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rodgers again now. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
Conversion.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But it'll be second down. Throwing again. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. That catch good for only a couple.
To Aaron Jones.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Rodgers, something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And again, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this would have been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll go again to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. Because some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
1st down, Seahawks.
They run again on 1st down. Cook able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Eluding the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
He was brought down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
22 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
On the ground, it's Cook. Refusing to go down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Darnell Savage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
This has been an
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Aaron Jones.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. Oh, and disaster strikes here. This is going to be a safety in the final minute, and the defense may have just won this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First down, Seattle.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on a deep ball. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
Packers 39.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charlie.